Good morning, everybody. My name is sethaimkwei, and I welcome you to this presentation on Alliance in Motion Global. In this presentation, I'm going to speak about how to avoid retirement poverty. The issue of retirement poverty is a very serious issue disturbing a lot of people. I have seen people who were very, very good and earning good salaries when they were in active employment. Then they go on retirement, and within a short period of time, they become very, very poor. And so today I want to have a discussion with you about the realities of retirement poverty and show you a way you can easily avoid this retirement poverty. So if you are not thinking retirement, because you probably think you are young and you have a lot of years ahead of you, so you are not thinking retirement and you have not planned for your retirement now that you are young and active, I want you to consider this presentation and take important lessons from this presentation. The reason why people become poor when they go on retirement are varied. The first thing is that retirement programs are under serious challenges. The global economic crisis has affected various sectors of various economies, including social security. In some countries, especially developing countries, there is mismanagement of pension funds. Corruption and embezzlement of the funds is also rampant, and as a result, pension funds are inadequate to take care of people who go on retirement. So people go on retirement, then they realize that there is not much in pension funds to take care of them. The second thing they don't also realize is that when they are on retirement, their income, howsoever big it was whilst they are working, stops. A lot of people don't really think about this, that the income you are earning now will stop when you go on retirement. And so they become hot. They realize that the income goes away, and so their standard and quality of living reduces drastically. Another thing that they don't also realize is that the income, sometimes howsoever big enough, is not enough to invest in something that can now take care of you whilst you are on retirement. Because for most people, their salary is such that by the middle of the month, it's gone. So they now have to go for loans, buy on credit against the next month's salary. So by the time the salary comes at the end of the month, it has already been budgeted for and it is already gone. So they live in this cycle day after day, week after week, month after month. So there is not enough to invest. So they go on retirement and realize that they have nothing to take care of them. Their only option is rely on pension or retirement funds, which are also challenged and therefore they are inadequate. So their income they receive from the pension fund is greatly lower than their salaries when they were working. So they realize that now they are poor. So that is why I said the realities of retirement poverty are very, 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 very rampant. And so everybody must take retirement serious and plan for it now. Now, what did I do? First of all, let me show you the options that I had. I had the option to go into business. Then I realized that I needed to rent a house or a room or a store, or probably have to construct my own store, furnish it, buy goods and stock it, employ people to take care of it because I'm working and I cannot be there all the time. And many other costs, I realized that it is too expensive. And the kind of business I had in mind to be able to adequately take care of me was big, but I could not afford because I need a lot of money, thousands of dollars, to be able to do that. I also thought about insurance, shares, stocks. Then I also realized that because now the global economic crisis is biting very hard, insurance, shares, and stocks at the part of the world where I am living will not be able to generate enough funds to take adequate care of me and my family in my retirement. And so I could not do it. Other options were bank investment. But I also realized that banks will give you interest, but inflation will make the interest that the banks will pay you of non-effect in the long run. Why? Because the inflation rate rises faster than the interest. So at the end of the day, my investment may even reduce in value at the time I am going on retirement. Others also sought professional training to become a doctor, become a lawyer, become an architect, become a pharmacist, become a nurse. For most of them, they are licensed and they must do the work. A doctor cannot rent out his medical certificate for anybody to use to work and pay him. So I realized that for most of the professional programs, you are licensed. And so if the work must be done, you must do it yourself. Then the question I ask myself is, so if I go on retirement and I am old and weak and I can no longer work and I cannot rent my certificate, what will happen? It means you have to stop work. And when you stop work, you cannot earn. That is the problem of the professionals. They are better than employees, but in the long run, they may also experience some retirement poverty. There are many other options, but these are some that I considered. Then I was introduced to the option of network marketing. And I realized that in network marketing, let me just use the simple system of Alliance in Motion Global, the company I'm doing with, so that you have a practical and better understanding. You start as you. You can join to you only 2 other people because our system is binary. They will also be expected to bring 2 persons, and each person that joins will be expected to bring 2 people each. And the bringing of 2 people each will be expected to continue till infinity. When that happens, you leverage yourself in the others, meaning that you multiply yourself in the others so that anything the others do, you have shares in it. So they bring other people to join the business, you have shares in it. They buy any product and sell, you have shares in it. When that happens, you realize that because people will be joining every day, your team grows. And the more your team grows, the more people that will join. So your income will increase on a daily basis with Alliance in Motion Global and some other network marketing companies. What it means is that you will become rich now that you are active and strong. And when you go on retirement, because the people will be there and they will still be working in your retirement, your income will still continue to increase. So once your colleagues who refuse to join network marketing or Alliance in Motion Global will realize that in retirement, their income stocks and pension are very low, so their standard and quality of living drops, you will be increasing your quality of living. Why? Because you are going to make even more money. You will even become richer during your retirement. And our marketing plan is part-time friendly. No target, no quota. selling is not compulsory, no otoshi. So you can stop running the business completely, but because the others will be there and your network will still be growing, you will still be earning. When they give you quota, target, and they do otoshi, if for a month you don't work, you will not get your earnings. So others may be working, but because you are not also running the business to also meet your target, you will not earn the money. Even though it's available, it will not be given to you. So in your retirement, you still have to be working in those companies. But in Alliance, selling is not compulsory. You can completely stop doing the business, and yet the money will still keep coming. Why? Because selling is not compulsory. You don't need to sell. You don't need to run the business to earn. Once your account is open, it is active for life. It never closes, even if you stop doing the business. And if you die, your children will inherit it, and they will continue to earn as if you are the one earning. So in M Global, there's an inheritance clause, and the business is a forever business, because if you die, you hand it over to your children, and as big as your network is when you die, your children takes over and earn big money as you were earning exactly. Nothing happens. In some companies, once you die, the account closes. If your children want to run, they must come and start on their own to build their own network. In M Global, they take over your network, and as your network continues to grow, they can even decide not to do the business, but they will still be earning from the work you have done. So this is, in short, how to avoid retirement poverty. 1. Do something that will give you leverage and residual income. And that is exactly what you will get in network marketing, especially with AIM Global. So you want to avoid retirement poverty, join AIM Global. And the time to join is now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. Now, today is the day to join. To start building your retirement millions from now. Otherwise, one day in your retirement, you will be able to, you realize that you are so poor that you will force yourself to die early in your retirement. So this is the simple system of Alliance in Motion Global to avoid retirement poverty. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for watching. Welcome to the wonderful retirement poverty killing machine of Alliance in Motion Global. Happy business day.